Check, check. Lucky. You go take.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins.
It's almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Dolphins 10, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott to throw it. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him.
Prescott's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And with just 4 seconds minutes left in this first half. A timeout call. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Gaskin on the carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 16. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. This is out quickly to the right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pollard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Raekwon Davis able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
A gain of 2 yards. It's
Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 55, mark, guys, 55.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Cowboys' 32.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yeah, that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Play action now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 38 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
makes the score Dolphins 34, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something execute.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Gaskin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Matt Breida. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.